Let me turn to the categories of membership. India is in favor of expansion of the United Nations Security Council membership in both the permanent and non-permanent categories, as this is the only way to achieve genuine reform of the Security Council and make it legitimate, representative, responsive, and effective. This position is clearly supported by the majority of member states, and this fact is on record. In the 2015 framework document on the issue of categories of membership, a total of 113 member states out of 122 who submitted their positions in the framework document supported expansion in both of the existing categories specified in the Charter. This means that more than 90% of the written submissions in the document are in favor of expansion in both categories of membership specified in the Charter. This information is readily available in the framework document of 2015 and just needs to be reflected clearly in the next updated iteration of the Elements paper. Combining this updation of already available data with the positions expressed from the floor during subsequent IGN meetings, including today's proceedings, will provide us a clear way to assign attributions to the various positions on this important cluster in our single consolidated text. Co-chairs, we keep hearing arguments that expansion in the permanent category would be undemocratic. We fail to understand how something that is clearly being called for by the majority of the membership is undemocratic. We cannot and must not continue to be hostage to the minority in the intergovernmental negotiations. Further, we all acknowledge the fact that the present structure of the Security Council is not reflective of contemporary realities and that there is urgent need to reform this. Expanding only in the non-permanent category will not solve the problem. In fact, it will widen the difference. It will widen the difference between permanent and non-permanent members even more, further entrenching a dispensation that is no longer relevant in the current geopolitical context. One last point. I emphasize again, co-chairs, that at this stage, we are not discussing which specific member states would occupy the new permanent seats in an expanded and reformed council. We are simply discussing a possible framework for the creation of new permanent seats. The subsequent election of these new permanent members would obviously be by a vote of 2/3 of the membership of the General Assembly through a secret ballot, per the rules of procedure of the General Assembly and in keeping with the Charter of the United Nations. Thank you.